All right, so good day, and we are welcome to this episode of our tutorial per se, where we use 5 minutes to discuss some concepts that are related to information literacy and how you can use the libraries. We're quickly going to look at referencing style and citation. When you reference, you are acknowledging the sources of information that you have used in your scholarly publication. So when you acknowledge somebody for using his work, we call that referencing. Citation is also the same thing when you just try to point out at an author that you have used his work. You know, talking about bibliographic citation, you try to describe the persons, describe the works, the things you have consulted while using people's work. And that's the only way you can use people's work to avoid plagiarism. Whether you use just a word or a phrase, anything, you have to reference or cite them. We reference for several reasons: to acknowledge that you have used people's work, to tell the readers where to get more information from, to show that your ideas are original, to also differentiate your thoughts from other people's thoughts. It also helps you to make people to believe you that you have done something very good because you have cited other credible sources, and it also shows how original your work are. When you cite people, it shows that you have actually synthesized people's ideas and come up with yours. You have authenticated your research by bringing out people's or other people's ideas. So there are different reasons, and in fact in academics, the only way is just to cite. Anything you do, you copy somebody's work, you phrase it, paraphrase, anything, you have to reference. In fact, plagiarism is there watching when you steal somebody's work. In academics, we don't allow that. So, be it a word, an idea, a phrase, information, you quote somebody, you paraphrase, anything you do, make sure you reference that source. Plagiarism, again, it's a very big academic theft and it's not allowed. Please make sure that when you're carrying out research or writing a book, taking conference proceedings, articles, anything, TV broadcasts, please ensure that you reference, you tell us where you get that information from and what is your own personal opinion. We have two types or two methods of citation. We have the in-text and we have the reference list. The reference list comes in at the tail end of your work, while the in-text within the work. Like for instance, we have about different styles of referencing in text. That is while you are writing that work in the process. So as the reader is reading the work, he sees that you have referenced or cited some persons. It's also known as parenthetical citation. We have about several of them. The most popular one is APA, which stands for American Psychological Association. The current edition being used is the 7th edition. We have MLA, we have Harvard, plenty of them, all of them, they're all here. And it's worth noting, it's worth to take note that each discipline or department have their own preferred referencing style, but majorly many persons use the APA 7th edition and MLA. So talking about the in-text citation, the APA, what is the standard? How do we do it if you're using the APA? Basic format is you write the author's surname and put the year of copyright or publication in parentheses. It's not usually ideal to add to copy directly or put directly, but if you do that, please add the page number. For instance, we have an example here. We said according to Okafor 2021, libraries are vital for student sources. So key thing here, you can see that the author surname is there and the year of publication, and this has been paraphrased. You don't even just quote them directly. So I said according to, let me say, referring us to somebody. Then if it's a direct quote, please add the year. If it is two authors, please use this ampersand sign, Smith and Brown, with the year. If it's 3 or more authors, you write the key author, Adebayo, then you put et al. And so you put a full stop and a comma and you write the year. So if it's more than 3, you cannot write all the names, or let's say 5 authors, just put et al. Then if you don't know the author, please just use the title. I also have a reference guide from APA. If you want it, you can just drop your number or send me a message and I will send you, in fact, the full slide so that you can actually have a better look at it. Then we have the guidance or guidelines for referencing book. That is just what you found in the other PDF. I also took out some things to just tell us right here quickly. So if you're referencing a book, you write the author, you put a comma, you put the initials of the person's name. If there are two authors, use the ampersand as we have seen in the other case. Then you write the copyright year. You write the title of the book, the edition, the name of the publisher, then the DOI or URL if it's something digital. For example, we have Okafor-J 2021 Introduction to Library Studies. Publisher is Sunrise Publishers. So if it's a journal, we have its own way of writing references for journals. You write the author, put the initials of their names, as the case may be. If it's two authors, you write and. If it's three, just write et al. Put the year of publication, the title of the article that you are referencing, the name of the periodical, that is the name of the journal that you have also checked. Then journals have volumes and issues. You find all of these things in that article you're reading. Then the pagination, what page. Then if it's online, you have to put the URL there. For instance, we have Adebayo T and Musa K in 2022. The impact of digital libraries on learning. This is the name of the journal now, Journal of Library Science, while this is the title of the article. The name of the journal is italicized. You can see this is the volume and then the issue. So this is the page number and this is the URL or the DOI right there. Then if it's an edited book, you write the author, you write the authors, put the copyright year, then you write the title of the book, then you now write in, AA editor, that is the person who edited the work now, or the editors of the work, and like that, you write the title of the book, the edition, page number, and so on and so forth, the publisher. So for instance, we have Bello A 2021, who talked about library networking in Nigeria, in KU. So that is, he also did an editing of somebody's work, which is titled Perspectives in Modern Library. So that is how we do that. There are different tools you can use for referencing and citation. Some of them are paid for, some of them are free, so you just help you to make your work easy. For instance, the fee-based ones are EndNote, Papers, ProCite, Reference Manager, RefWork, Papers, and all of that. Then the free ones, open source, you can use things like BibTeX, Zotero, Mendeley, Jabref, Conutio, sites you like, SciSpace. So this is just a summary. It helps you to, in a short while, gather things about referencing. Don't forget, referencing is very, very important in every academic or scholarly writing. Don't implicate yourself by plagiarizing. Ensure you reference properly. Thank you, and I will see you in our subsequent videos.